Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Talking Games with Kellie and Andrew. I'm Andrew.
And I'm Kellie.
I said my name funny. I said it very fine. Yeah, no, I said it final. Is the new bit to the show that I just critique myself as soon as I finish the opening?
It's really been a theme these past couple of weeks. Are you going through something? Is there something you want to talk about?
I've just been listening to a lot of Harry. And it's getting my emotions are pumping up right now in good and bad ways.
Oh, yeah.
I can't get him off my mind.
Right.
They should make a Harry Styles video game.
They have.
What?
No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, I thought there's...
Get you, though?
Yeah, well, I don't know the mobile market at all, so it wouldn't surprise me.
That's true. There is a Kim Kardashian
I was going to say, Kim Kardashian has one. Why can't Harry Styles?
I feel like Harry Styles did have one, but maybe I'm crazy. Like, maybe it was a One Direction thing.
One Direction probably had a video game, but I don't think Harvey Stills had a video game. Hello?
Yeah, sorry. It just took my brain a few minutes to process that information.
What information?
You calling Harry Styles Harvey Stills.
Me calling... You just said the same name twice. What are you saying?
You're right. It's me who's being silly.
Anyway, Kellie, do you want to hop into the news this week? We don't got a lot. Everybody, buckle up for a short one because we're not going to waste your time with lack of news.
It's like a really fast roller coaster.
Yeah.
You get on and it's like, woo, it's going. And then you're over the hill and you're down back on Earth before you even know what happened.
Yes, it's like Top Thrill Dragster. We will throw a large metal piece at one random audience member and then be shut down for 2 years.
And never to reopen.
Yeah, you never know. I sure hope that's not how we get canceled someday. Like our show gets canceled because we accidentally hit somebody in the head with a blunt object.
I do not make a habit of throwing blunt objects towards people, so I think we'll be okay, but I don't want to jinx it.
Yeah, what happens if like one of our voices just blows out somebody's speaker next to their head and like a piece hits them?
Well,
is that on
their
us?
fault. That's their fault for listening to us too loudly.
Yeah, you idiot.
You fool.
Whoever you are who just got hit in the head with a piece of metal while listening to the show, shame on you.
Shame on you.
You
need to protect your ears. So our first piece of news today is a little bit interesting. We all know the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia and how they have a lot of money. Well, in the latest bit of news, something called the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia's Public Investment Fund, not fun.
It is not fun.
Has a 5% stake in Nintendo, fiscally. So that's about $2.98 billion.
Billions of dollars. Is this the same people who bought SNK? Yes.
Yes.
I did rapid research. I wasn't asking like hypothetically and for Kellie to answer it. I just didn't know.
I was going to say it is just the whole public investment fund chaired by the Crown Prince.
Yeah.
So that's like their whole thing. It's just buying stuff. But this would make them the second biggest outside shareholder in Nintendo, outside of the Master Trust Bank of Japan. Though this is sort of a conflicting report with Bloomberg that said it would be the fifth biggest shareholder. So it's a little bit confusing. But regardless, that's a 5% stake, almost $3 billion, in Nintendo.
Wait, I'm going to do math. Okay, you ready? This is we love math here at Talking Games. You said it was what, 3 billion?
2.98 billion.
Okay, 2.98 times, or no, divided by 0.051. Is that would that be the right way to do that?
0.51?
Yeah, for 5.1%. Yeah,
can't you just multiply it by 5%? Do you have to do the decimal?
Well, I got the total estimated value of Nintendo is what I was trying to get. Because I feel like this gives the most accurate summary because that was just bought.
Right.
To buy Nintendo would cost a little under $60 billion.
Okay, I can do that.
Okay. We're going to really need some Patreon like bolstering. So
Elon Musk is going to purchase our podcast. He's going to say that he's going to purchase our podcast, and then he's not going to do it.
Mr. Musk, we are not for sale.
He's going to tank all of his stocks.
Oh, unless that's the case, in which case we're super for sale. We are actually, all of our listeners are bots, though.
That's true.
Beep, boop, boop, beep, beep, boop, boop, boop.
They're all AI.
Yeah. They love us,
so they can actually process the information and then use it for ad revenue.
Yes.
To make us money.
Right. Wait. Yeah, right. So
right?
wait. So our system is an AI that advertises to other AI?
Yes.
Okay.
We're a fully robotic, fully machine learning media.
Where's the money
apparatus.
come from?
Don't worry about it.
Okay. Well, we'll keep the Nintendo train rolling with some other negative news. There have been lots of reports over the past week or so of bad working conditions at Nintendo of America with the contractors. So this is a very deep story. It's one I recommend looking into if you're interested in it more further. If you're interested in it further, but the gist of it is that these contractors are brought in a fashion where they're basically employees. They get to work in the same building, they work on the same projects, they work the same hours, but they're treated as like second-class employees. So they don't get like invited to Nintendo events. They don't get the same perks as those who are working in the building as full-time employees. And they don't get the benefits involved. They don't get the reduced hours. Essentially, Nintendo is doing their best to get the same amount of work out of these people without having to give them the same perks. So I don't want to, there's a lot of reporting here that is not 100% corroborated yet, but all I'll say is this is not cool. This is not okay. It feels really bad because Nintendo's kind of like usually the example of what a video game company should be, but apparently Nintendo of America does not follow those same ideals that Nintendo of Japan does. And it's really sad to hear. It's like hard to even think about because I want to put Nintendo on this pedestal, but realistically I shouldn't ever.
Yeah. I think it's difficult because you've done contract work, right?
Yeah.
So it's like a lot of the times as a contract worker, you're in a position where you're not able to get those same benefits, but it's supposed to be as a means to flexibility. So you're not like everybody else, but there is reason for that. But in this case, it's just very like, it seems very evident that they are beholden to the same rules and same regulations and even like harsher, you're not allowed to do this and you're not allowed to go to that because you're a contractor, which is really sad. But I do think it's interesting because it does sort of come after a lot of like labor organizing and a lot of other sectors, like, like a lot of like food places and like Amazon. That's like a big thing right now. It's a big conversation right now is labor organizing. So a part of me wonders like how long this has been going on, and maybe it's just being brought to light now because of this sort of uptick, especially in that area too, because Nintendo of America is in Washington, and
you sounded like you had something to say about Washington. Does that help?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Well, Washington. Well, Seattle. Starbucks is in Seattle, and they're big. There's a lot of unionizing going on at Starbucks right now. So
there's a Starbucks right down the road from me. What do you? I don't have to drive.
That's
to
true.
Seattle for Starbucks.
Seattle is the headquarters of Starbucks. That's where it all began. Pike Place. That's a place in Seattle.
Mm-hmm. No, I'm just letting you talk.
And it is also a type of coffee that you can get from Starbucks. It's a medium roast.
Okay.
It is the worst
Wow.
tasting. I'm saying this as someone who has very close experience with Starbucks.
How close?
Close as in I have tasted many of the coffees.
Why?
Because I, too, was once aware of the Green Apron.
Wow, what a reveal.
I feel like most people who are listening probably know that already.
Is that private? Do I need to bleep it out?
No. It would be if I still worked
the
there.
Blank apron? And people would be like, oh, what apron?
No. Well, we were just talking about Starbucks. I think that would... I think they could put 2 and 2 together.
I don't know. Our audience is all AI, so apparently they can't think straight. Well, at least that's the last of the bad news of the week, right?
Well, you may be surprised, but our good friends over at EA, Electronic Arts,
not even for the bit. They are not our friends.
They are looking to get out of there, to sell and or merge the company. This is sort of after all of these really big purchases in the past couple of months. EA is looking to do the same, except they're like looking to do not buy, but get bought.
They're putting themselves on the market.
They are. They said, "Hey, anybody want to buy us?"
They're worth about $35 billion at the moment.
Yeah. So that's pretty crazy. It is not the biggest, but it is big.
It's like top 10, right? So.
Oh yeah.
This one's weird.
It's very weird. A part of me is kind of like EA has always sort of seemed too big to fail, just because they keep making games that people hate.
And they're still here.
And they keep doing it. Not that people hate them, but a lot of the games have sort of been big thumbs downs. Thumbs down?
Thumbs is down.
Yeah.
Bad.
And all this stuff with like FIFA now, which we talked about last week. Them sort of not being FIFA'd anymore. It's kind of interesting. So yeah, a very weird thing going on. Because they've got some really big IPs. I think it's like, I don't know. It's like they don't want people to actually have, like, I don't know. They just want money. I think that's literally all we want.
Because I view this like, they are probably just viewing this economically, but I'm viewing it as like part of the video game ecosystem. And the concept of EA products going exclusive to a platform is super weird. Because like sports games, I feel like are probably the least necessary to be exclusive of any. So maybe they're just going to get bought by somebody else. Maybe they're going to get bought by like Disney or something dumb.
That makes a lot of sense to me because Disney already owns Star Wars, so.
Yeah, and they made all of the Star Wars games so far.
Yeah.
I don't know exactly what to say. This is going to be one of those things where I don't know what I'm supposed to think. And I won't really know what I do think until it happens, if it happens.
Yeah. It's definitely weird.
But
peculiar, if you will.
Something else that might happen, according to a friend of the show, Norman Reedus, a sequel to Death Stranding. During an interview, Norman Reedus seemingly confirmed that the sequel to 2019 classic Death Stranding is currently in the works. How do you feel, Kelly? Did you play Death Stranding?
No, I never played Death Stranding.
Okay. I did.
I've heard a lot of mixed reviews.
It's weird. That's for sure.
It's definitely a unique game from what I've seen. I do think it's funny that Norman Reedus was just like, "Oh yeah,
we're doing that.
Working on another one."
I saw an image of Kojima that he tweeted like the day after this, of him holding the bat from The Walking Dead over Norman Reedus. And I just like the idea that he finds out that Norman Reedus leaked this, and he's like, come on, Norman, time to get hit by the bat.
Wow. I wonder if maybe it was like, I don't know.
Planned.
Yeah, because it's like they are obviously very close friends, as we all know from Kojima's social media.
He would like us to think as much, at least.
But if they are, I mean, it is probably going to take a while if they just started.
Yeah. Although, well, I guess Norman Reedus this is not probably done in the same order as other things. I'm assuming Norman Reedus is probably involved from day one versus a lot of other games that don't get actors in until later in the production cycle, if you will.
Yeah. I think maybe, well, see, it's hard because it's like Death Stranding was for the PS4.
Yeah.
But I was going to say, they have all the models and stuff. So
it'd probably be pretty easy to upgrade from PS4 to PS5.
Yeah.
Assuming he's still in the Decima engine.
Right. I would just imagine that the environments would probably take a long time. And if they're going to introduce new actors, which...
They have to.
Yeah.
The thing for me is that I like Death Stranding a lot for the express purpose of it being weird. I think the story was kind of meh. I think the acting was fine. I think the gameplay was kind of dumb, and I loved it because it was truly unique, and experiencing something in video games that's genuinely a unique product is so rare that I will take it regardless of its quality level. I feel like that episode we had a few weeks ago where I was reviewing 14 trillion games in one episode. It was a bunch of like moderately good games, but they were also unique that I was excited about all of them. And that's how I felt about Death Stranding when it came out. So I don't know if that can be done twice, but there's also the chance that Kojima is going to go truly off the rails here and do something weirder for the sequel.
Yeah, maybe instead of a Monster energy drink sponsor or Mountain Dew. Was it Monster or Mountain Dew?
Monster.
It'll be Red Bull.
Yeah. What if we're in it? There were a lot of cameos from like Conan O'Brien and Jeff Keighley and Junji Ito.
Well, I just have to say that I have signed an NDA, so I can't talk about this anymore.
I feel like if you just said that and you meant it, that would be like the biggest giveaway that this is real. And I would hope that you're not that stupid. And does that also mean that you're in it and I'm not?
I am stupid.
Did they invite Kellie and not Andrew?
I mean, I signed an NDA.
I'm in it. I mean, no, I signed an NDA.
Yeah.
Oops.
I'm... Something that I did not sign an NDA about because it's public news, and I knew at the same time that everybody else did.
That was a good transition, Kelly. Great one.
Thank you. The next gen version of The Witcher 3 is planned to come out at the end of this year, in quarter 4.
Mm-hmm.
Probably like November. I just made that up. I just said November because of the holidays. I totally made it up.
Very cool. Very
The Q4
exciting.
thing is real. I didn't make that up. The November thing is fake. I made that up.
I mean, you have a 1 in 3 chance of that being right.
That's true.
I don't care anymore.
Ugh.
I want to play it. I specifically have said, like, I'm going to play this game, but I'm waiting for it to come out on current gen. But it's just the whole process has been annoying, and like, I'm not opposed to playing CD Projekt Red games. That's not what I'm saying. But also, I don't care about them until they're on the table in front of me and I know they work. Which I'm assuming this will not come out buggy because it's just a port. I shouldn't have said that.
I was going to say, also, when The Witcher 3 first came out, it was very buggy.
Yeah. Geralt looks different now, though. In the key art for this announcement, he looks like slightly more photorealistic and a lot angrier.
I don't know. That's not my man. I don't recognize that man.
Well, now he looks like a real dude, like just some guy.
Yeah, it's not my man. I don't know who that man is.
I guess we'll find out more in November.
Yeah. Or December.
Or Burr. I played a new game this week, though, Kelly.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, but before we get into it, back again this week, we have a very exciting word from our co-sponsor. This episode is sponsored by Sentry, a new esports organization from Pittsburgh. Their team runs tournaments for Smash and other video games. Find them on Twitch at twitch.tv/PGH Sentry. That is twitch.tv/PGH SENTRY. Or go to their website, smacksentry.gg. SMAKSENTRY.gg to find out more info about attending their events or viewing their content. Thanks again, Sentry.
Thank you.
Related to Smash is the game I played this week. Did you play anything before I get into it? I feel like it's rude for me to just jump in. What'd you play?
Oh, well, here's the truth.
Okay.
I have been playing Mass Effect again.
Yeah.
As we've discussed. I have found a recording apparatus on my computer, and I have been taking clips, and I'm going to compile them all and just make a nice little showcase of my playthrough for myself to watch whenever I'm feeling sad.
That's really lovely.
Thank you. I would show you some of the clips, but I don't want to do that right now while we're recording.
Okay. Well, I'm looking forward to seeing the final product. You should post it on the internet and get billions of views.
Wow. Maybe. I will say I am modding the game very lightly modding. Just some like appearance mods and aesthetic mods.
Uh-huh.
So it's different. I'm playing with a hairstyle, a face, an armor that I've never even touched before. So this is a very unique Shepard, and I'm very excited to continue her journey. Even though I know how it ends. And I make the same choices every time. I can't help myself. I can't. See, even with like Dragon Age, which is another, you guys know how I feel about Dragon Age, but I am able to make different choices. I can do different things across different playthroughs. I really struggle with Mass Effect. Maybe it's because you're playing the same character throughout all three games and you have established relationships and it like an established personality that it feels a little bit weird to start doing different things. But I'm coming for Garrus. I'm on my way. Gotta wait a game, but you know what? That's okay. I can be patient. I can appreciate a slow burn. What have you been playing, Andrew?
I am playing the sort of newly released Multiversus. This is the platform fighter from Warner Brothers, featuring characters from across their properties. It includes characters such as Arya Stark and Tom and Jerry. I feel like that's all they should say when they advertise this game. Like just Arya Stark and Tom and Jerry.
I saw Velma too. There's
Yeah.
Scooby-Doo characters.
Yeah.
I'm in.
Shaggy.
I love Scooby-Doo.
Velma, Steven Universe, the Iron Giant, Batman. There's some dog thing that they made.
Cat dog?
No, that's Nickelodeon. That's in the other Smash clone. Sorry.
What dog thing?
No, they made an original character and it looks really out of place.
Oh.
I mean, it's cute, but I'm like, this is not a property I know. But some of my thoughts, because I'm just listing characters at this point. The game is still in alpha, but I do feel like I got a good feel for what the game from what's included in it. Immediately after starting, the way the game's structured, it feels like Fortnite or some similar live service game to me. Like the way the menus are structured, it feels like it's ultimately designed to garner interest in like buying new content. And there's a lot of like dates and timers, and the menus are just kind of overwhelming to the eyes. And it's a lot of online, always online sort of feeling. But the characters are all very unique. from one another. Their movesets are very varied. I'm going to try that again. Their movesets are varied, not very varied. That would be bad English.
Very varied?
The roster is very cool. However, I'm not the biggest fan of a lot of WB properties. So it's exciting for a lot of people, but not really me. Like, I think Tom and Jerry are cute, but like, I don't really care that they're beating up Garnet or...
Is Pearl in it?
No, it's just Garnet. Garnet's the big one with the fists, right?
Yes.
Yeah, Garnet and Steven from Steven Universe, and Jake from the...
State Farm?
Yes. Jake the dog from State Farm, and his friend Finn are in it.
From Nationwide.
Yeah. I'm not going to sit here and just list the characters. If you're interested, go look up the roster, because I can't remember everybody at this exact moment. It's a pretty hefty roster, though. There is clearly a lot of depth with the gameplay, and the mechanics do more to set itself apart from Smash than a lot of other similar platform fighters. The one that comes to mind particularly is the Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl that came out earlier this year. No, that was last year, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
Jeez, time goes fast. I don't like it. But I feel like it has a lot more interesting mechanics that make it a little bit different. It's definitely not 100% unique, but if you're looking for a slightly altered version, this is doing that. I think the graphics and visuals are nice enough, but they do feel held back to me. And I think that's because they're clearly built to be scaled to the lowest power platform, because this is coming to everything, you know? So if it's going to be able to run on mobile and Switch, it has to look, you know, it can look great, but the character models can't be the most impressive thing in the world, because then they can't scale them back easily to run on low power machines. I think Fortnite has a similar problem where they can never truly go hog wild with their character models and animations, because they're going to have to run on mobile. And it's probably due to my hundreds of hours spent playing Smash Ultimate as well as all the other Smash games, but sadly this game didn't feel quite right to me, so I won't be playing anymore. This is a one and doneer. I played the alpha and I'm done. I'm really sorry if you were excited to hear more.
I want Cat Dog in this game.
Well, Cat Dog is already in that Nickelodeon one. So I think you're unlikely to get that, Kelly. And that's also owned by Nickelodeon, and this is Warner Brothers.
What if they made their own Cat Dog?
I mean, they made their own dog thing, and it kind of is like a cat and kind of like a dog.
Oh, let me see this.
Just look up Multiversus roster and look for the green dog cat Cerberus thing. Not Cerberus. Cerberus has 3 heads. Ignore what I have said.
Oh, they have Superman too.
Yeah, I didn't. Here, read the whole roster. Go fast.
All right. Oh my God. Okay.
Wait. No. Wait. No, we're gonna play a game. We're gonna play a game.
I'm looking at the roster right now.
Stop.
I'm sorry.
Okay, that's fine.
I can't.
That's fine, but don't say any names.
Okay.
Okay, are you ready?
Yep.
We're gonna have a callback. This is gonna be a deep cut. Kelly, I'm going to say the name of a character from this game, and you're gonna tell me how they smell. How bad they smell. 1 to 10. Okay?
Okay. Wait, 1 being bad, 10 being good.
No. 10 bad, 1 fine.
Okay.
0
levels.
smells like flowers. 10 smells like the worst thing you can fathom.
Okay.
Ready?
Yes.
The Iron Giant.
I can't imagine he has a strong smell but probably the smell of like metal. So I'm going to say like 4 because I don't like that smell.
Okay. We also have to rush a lot less than Smash because Smash has a roster of like 80 and this has like 10. So
that's true.
You could take your time and explain your thoughts. Taz.
Okay. Taz. The Tasmanian Devil?
The Tasmanian Devil.
Ooh, he's probably like a full 10.
Yeah.
Full stink.
Velma.
Bad. I'm going to say Velma's probably like a 1 because she hangs out with the dog a lot, but she is a pretty girl.
Okay.
So to me, she smells good.
Arya Stark.
I'm going to say like a 6.
Okay.
It's like medieval times. She's probably a little stanky. They didn't really bathe back then.
Batman.
In the Game of Thrones world.
And the Game of Thrones back then. Batman.
I'm going to say Batman's probably like a 5.
Okay.
Because he probably wears like rich dude cologne, but he's also probably sweaty under that suit.
Real sweaty.
Yeah.
Bugs Bunny.
7.
Wow.
He's a rabbit, so he's probably stinky.
Finn the human.
I'm going to say like 3. Because he doesn't do anything inherently stinky, but I kind of feel like he doesn't pay that much attention.
Yeah. Garnet.
Garnet, to me, is probably a 0.
You think she smells nice?
I think she'd be able to maintain a very nice smell with her powers.
Okay. Harley Quinn.
I'm going to give Harley a 2.
Really?
Yeah, because I think she probably smells nice. She probably wears a nice perfume. But like Batman, she does wear clothes that
Are stinky.
and she does do a lot of activity. So I feel like she might be a little bit sweaty, but probably not stinky.
Okay. Jake the dog.
8.
Wow.
He's a dog. Dogs are kind of stinky.
Rain dog. I thought it was cat dog-esque. It's actually a reindeer and a dog.
Reindeer dog. I'm gonna give him an 8 because reindeer are really stinky. If you go to the zoo and you smell a reindeer, it's over.
Just walk right up and sniff it.
Ugh, awful. And dogs can be stinky too.
Yeah.
So
Shaggy.
I'm gonna give Shaggy a 4 because I think he probably has a very distinct smell about him.
Yes. What is that distinct smell, by chance?
Maybe just a little like herbal, skunky smell.
Interesting. I wonder what causes that smell.
Oh.
Steven Universe.
I'm going to give him a 2.
Okay.
Because I don't think he's
dude.
stinky, but he's a little guy.
Superman.
I'm going to give him a 0.
Yeah, he don't sweat.
Because he's an alien.
Yeah. Tom of Tom and Jerry.
I'm going to do like a 6.
Wow, you don't think Tom cleans himself?
No. He's too busy getting like fried and electrocuted and like dunked in water and stuff. He probably smells weird.
How about Jerry of Tom and Jerry?
I'll give Jerry a 2.
Okay.
Because mice don't really smell
Okay.
like anything.
Wonder Woman.
I'm going to give her a 0.
Okay. More revealed
She
soon.
is a goddess. A goddess.
More revealed soon.
Well, those are my thoughts.
No, I'm
Anybody
saying,
wants
I'm asking,
to
how much do
disagree?
you think more revealed soon smells? You missed one.
Oh, 10.
Disgusting.
Just a stinky, stinky character.
If you're interested in this game, it is coming to most major platforms in its open beta in July. So keep an eye out for that. I got in on the alpha. It was fun-ish, but it might be more for you. I also watched Chip and Dale. It's not about video games. Very mild spoilers for Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers on Disney Plus. But if you're on Twitter, you've already seen this probably. It heavily features ugly Sonic, as in like the Sonic that came to the original Sonic the Hedgehog major motion picture trailer.
Oh no.
He's a character in this movie. It's really disgusting. I loved it. And then it also had references to Sora from Kingdom Hearts. So that was very exciting for me. That's all I have to say about it. I'm not going to tell you. I didn't like the movie very much, but this is not a review show. So, well, this is a review show, but not for Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers on Disney Plus.
Did they have the gummy ship?
No.
Oh, well then. I don't care.
Mickey Mouse was not in it either. Spoilers, sorry.
What's the point?
Seth Rogen is, though.
It's
Voice of Bowser. Or no, Donkey Kong. What?
in Chip and Dale's Rescue Rangers.
Yeah.
Seth Rogen is the voice of Donkey Kong.
No. Seth Rogen, voice of Donkey Kong, is in Chippendale Rescue Rangers as a Viking character whose name I don't know.
I was going to say, I don't like this joke.
No. Donkey Kong is not in this movie.
It's making me angry.
There's a guy in a red hat, red shirt, and overalls in the background of one scene. And also a guy dressed up like Ash Ketchum.
Oh, so those are Donkey Kong.
Yes. Voiced by Seth. They're voiced by Seth. They're real people, but Seth Rogen's voice comes out of them.
I would love to hear Seth Rogen's voice.
Then go watch Chippendale Rescue Rangers on Disney+.
Okay.
Clearly, we're out of things to talk about because we're talking about Chippendale Rescue Rangers for a lot longer than 3 seconds, which is how much time it deserves. So we'll be back next week. Next week, Kelly, it's going to be episode 49. Do you know what that means?
It's been a whole year.
That's surreal. That's unreal.
Yes, I would like to thank the fans.
Wait till next week.
I would like to. Oh, okay.
We can thank them next week. Next week.
I take my thanks back.
Again, they're AI. They probably don't care much.
They don't understand gratitude.
No, but we will be back next week for some Summer of Gaming predictions because we don't have E3, so we're going to have to improvise a little bit. And celebrating our year anniversary. Thanks for tuning in this week, though, on this very unmonumental, not a year anniversary episode, just a regular episode. We appreciate your presence.
Thank you. And bye.